Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I try to bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome Brian Buchman, the Director of Channel Sales for Telesystem, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. After serving in several sales leadership roles at Telesystems in the last 9 years, Brian was promoted to the Director of Channel Sales position. Brian is an exceptional sales leader that is highly respected by the entire channel community. Brian, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you having me. I'm excited to be here. And again, thank you for the coveted Top Gun mug. I feel very honored to have it and excited to be using it today.
It's a life changer. I know it is.
Absolutely.
I know it is.
I had to keep it out of the hands of my little girl. She kept coming into my office wanting to grab it, and I'd light up. My eyes would light up. I'm like, please don't break it ahead of my interview. This is very, very coveted. I need to keep that in a safe place.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, hey, in the last couple of weeks, we've heard from your CRO, Bruce Wirt, about your unique value proposition. And last week, we heard from Robert Martin, your Director of Business Development, about your strategic efforts. This week, I want to dig deeper into these topics, as well as find out what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. So, number one, who is Telesystem, and why do you stand out against your competition?
Awesome. Again, thank you for having me, Steve. Really appreciate being here. I think for me, I've been fortunate to work for this organization now going on 9 years, coming in November. I've seen a tremendous amount of growth with this company, both organically and through acquisition. But Telesystem's been around for close to 30 years. We're the telecom arm of Block Communications. We're privately held, 122-year-old family-owned business with roughly $2 billion in organizational assets. We are a nationwide provider. We own private fiber mile assets in a few markets, specifically to Ohio and Mississippi. In most cases, we'll try to utilize Type 2 to get back to our internet pops throughout the country and onto our 100 gig backbone from coast to coast. In short, we really can provide low latency DDoS protected bandwidth anywhere in the lower 48. We own and operate 2 different switching facilities, Metaswitch and a BroadSoft. We have 3 privately owned data centers. And I think personally, we specialize and focus on the multi-site, multi-solution deployments as a strength for us. Where I think we stand out, all of our support is US-based, 24/7, 365. We'll do nationwide truck rolls for all of our deployments and installations. I think personally, we have one of the top implementation teams in the industries. We give a PM team that gets assigned to every account that goes through Telesystem. Post-install, you get handed over to an account manager, which really rolls up to Robert Martin, which is who you interviewed earlier. And they're going to work with the client for the life of the agreement. And I think it's a lot of that. The average employee tenure is 7.5 years. For the people that are here today, they're going to be the same people that you're going to work with tomorrow. And that contributes to the average customer life cycle of about 8 years. So, we're a company that keeps evolving and changing with the channel. We're always looking to add new products and services where the market demands them. And we make sure that we stay focused on the customer and agent from a success, service, and a satisfaction standpoint. So.
Well, drop the mic, man. That was a great overview. I have nothing further. No, that was great. But talk about this. What's your go-to-market strategy within the indirect sales channel?
Sure. Yeah, we are pure channel based, so we have no direct sales force anymore. I think when we first got in, because of how our roots were, built, in that Ohio market, we did have a direct sales force at one time, but we are completely channel everything. And we work with most of the TSBs that are out there. From a brand identity, it's all based around trust. And I think Bruce talked about this during it's about trust. IT is about trust, is really our go-to-market strategy. And how do we build trust, with our partners and our customers? I think from my standpoint, we like to talk about the approach of working from an inside out with all the opportunities. And what do I mean by that? It's working to engage directly with that customer in conjunction with the agent, of course. Understand what they're doing at the core of their business, really starting and revolving around cybersecurity. Do you have a plan in place today? Are you evaluating? What have you done? What are you looking at? What are you doing for firewalls, SD-WAN, managed Wi-Fi? What applications are running? How do your people connect? And what is your physical location, your network, your transport? Is it secure? And then we'll talk about what you're doing from a voice. And I think from us, it's understanding their entire technology stack and building a comprehensive solution around that. And even if on the first pass or the first opportunity or our first sale with that agent and that customer, we don't land that full stack, we at least know what's in place for a roadmap, not only for future wallet share at Telesystem, but also to support that on the back end. I think our ideal customer, Bruce had talked about, we typically are in that SME space, 50 to 2,000 employees, domestically based. An organization that might have a lean IT staff that's wearing a lot of hats, that's looking to offload some of their, day-to-day operations to a company like us. We still give them visibility through that single pane of glass, but from a day-to-day monitoring and maintenance, that's falling on us.
That's good. That's good. I know, as a channel manager for AppDirect, I want to bring you guys in early and often because you have such a great team and the sales engineers and all that. So that's great, man. Good recap here. So what are some of the new things that are going on at Telesystem? What can we expect to see finishing out this year and into 2024? Specifically, what's coming up in a couple of weeks on October 3rd in Dallas?
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that. But I think first, some of the things that we're focusing on right now, cybersecurity is where we're putting a lot of our focus and a lot of our effort. And that really comes directly from that acquisition of Threat Protector last year. So obviously that acquisition was strategic. Kind of goes back to what I said earlier about looking at where we are as a company and what the channel has as a need. We saw a need there, we filled that void, and now we have that within our portfolio. For Q3 and Q4, we've actually put together 2 versions of Trust Bundle that we're putting out into the channel. Option 1 is purely around cybersecurity as a package. And then the second one is cybersecurity with a WebEx seat. So there's a tremendous value, for those customers, for that agent. It's an easier conversation to open that door into that cybersecurity sale. And that's really one of the biggest things that we get feedback on when we do an event or we do any kind of a seminar. It's, I really want to offer, and I really want to get more engaged with selling cybersecurity or offering that to my customers, but I just don't know how to open that door. And we built these bundles as a way to assist with that. And the spiffs aren't too bad either with what we put around. So you can reach out to me or any of our NCMs, RCMs for more information about those bundles. It's things coming up. We've got over 20 events scheduled to wrap up the year. So we're going to be very active. One of those events is going to be our Hackers Suck Summit on October 3rd in Dallas at the AT&T Stadium, home of my Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be one of our best ones that we've had to date, and it's a must-attend event. I think we're going to be producing a registration link for anybody that's interested in it. Our marketing team has knocked it out of the park on this one. We are super excited and can't wait to have this go on. So if you're interested, let me know. 2024, we're going to continue with the trust, building that trust with our partner community. We're going to continue the Hackers Suck Summits, so stay tuned for a list of the cities. Hopefully there's one near you. And I guess lastly, if anybody's interested in these t-shirts, we've gotten a lot of requests for them. Shoot me an email, hit me up as a DM in LinkedIn, and I'll be sure to get one out to you guys.
Love it. Love it. The Stetson looks good on you, man. It looks good.
Thank you.
Hey, well, Brian, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and then I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun little known fact about yourself?
So I think before it was fashionable to be a sneakerhead, I was a sneakerhead, unfortunately. At one point in time, I had over 350 pairs of shoes. That's been whittled down a little bit after 2 moves, and my wife saw that we needed a U-Haul just for my shoes. So I think my collection has been whittled down now to about 150 to 175 of my strategic pairs that my wife allows and my closet space allows for as well. So yeah, fun fact, I guess.
Hey, I know you're busy. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on the Top Gun show. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.